Well, here we are, our last language arts assignment for just a few weeks before summer school starts. Okay, so this looks very similar to the s'mores activity we did on Wednesday. Today, our story is called Swimming Without Sunscreen. Okay, I've done that before, and it doesn't work out too well. Very, very red afterwards. All right, so first thing, I'm going to read the story, and then we'll go through and fill out our framework for summarizing. All right, here we go. Swimming without sunscreen. Matthew was so happy that it was finally summertime. It meant that he could go swimming at the local pool. It finally got hot enough for the pool to open, and Matthew was ready. He put on his swimming trunks, found his goggles, and grabbed a towel. The whole time he was thinking about the dives and flips he was going to do. Right before he left, his mom reminded him to put on sunscreen. There's no time for that, thought Matthew. I have to get to the pool. Matthew ran out the door without sunscreen and headed for the pool. He walked through his neighborhood and the park. By the time he got to the pool, he was red as a lobster. His mom was right. He should have put on sunscreen. Matthew tried to get into the pool, but this should say his. That doesn't make sense. But his skin burned and itched every time the water touched him. He slowly walked home and wished that he had listened to his mom. When he walked through the door, his mom smiled and got out the aloe vera. After 3 days of putting aloe vera on, Matthew was all better and was able to do flips and dives again. Yeah, that's a tough lesson that Matthew learned. Mother knows best, so if she says put sunscreen on, you better listen. All right, so first question, who was the story about? Who was the main character? Matthew. Okay, if you need more time to write that, don't forget to pause. All right, what did the main character want? What was his goal throughout the story? To go to the pool. Okay, then something happened. We had a conflict in our story. What kept the main character from what they wanted? What happened to Matthew about halfway through the story? He got sunburned, and he hadn't even made it to the pool yet. So we're going to say he got sunburned walking to the pool. If you can only fit he got sunburned, that's fine. I know this box is kind of small. Okay, I wondered while I was reading, did you notice that they used a simile to describe Matthew's sunburn? Right here. It says, by the time he got to the pool, he was red as a lobster. So they're comparing a lobster with how red Matthew was. That must have hurt. All right, next question. What did the main character do to fix the problem? Okay, how did Matthew soothe his sunburn? What did he use? Aloe vera. Okay, sometimes it comes in like a gel. It's green, it's sticky, but it does feel good. Especially when you put it in the refrigerator or the freezer and it's cold when you put it on, it makes your sunburn feel so much better. Okay, then our last summary question, how did the story end? We know that Matthew was able to go back to the pool, but how long did it take him? 3 days. He had to wait 3 whole days. I bet he was going crazy. So we're going to say he went to the pool 3 days later. All right, and that's that. Remember, if you need more time to copy any of these answers down, just pause your video. You guys, we've done an excellent job these crazy 5 weeks of distance learning. I'm, excuse me, my allergies. I'm really, really, really proud of you guys, okay? All right, I'm going to do math next.